it's Emily and this is going to be our bookish preferences. So today I'm with a lovely Rebecca from Rebecca Books, and this is going to be a fun little video of us just talking about what kind of books we like to read or our preferences with books. And yeah, so if I keep looking down here it's because I have Rebecca on Zoom, so yeah, let's just, I guess, jump right in. So the first one I have is, do you have a preference over like a male or female lead, like, or main character? So for me, I personally don't really have much of a preference. Yeah, I'll happily just read whatever. I'm not really, it's not something I consider when buying or picking up a book. I just kind of figure that out once I've started reading. What about you?
Yeah, I'm like pretty much the same. I don't really care. Like, I suppose it depends like how like good of a character they are. Like, do you know what I mean? Because like sometimes you get like a really annoying, like, I feel like male characters are like a lot of the time that they can be like not as much effort is put into them sometimes. Like I've been like reading like Children of Smoke and Bone now, and like the angel character guy, he's like way more bland than like the girl lead, and it's just like, yeah, like sometimes like it's just like, I don't know, like not as much effort is put into like, do you know, like whenever it's like multi-point of views, it's like what, yeah, like the girl will have like be a really good character and then like the guy will be like bland, because like people like, I feel like a lot of times like boys in books are kind of written as like, I'm dark and mysterious, but like deep down I have a heart that's of gold, and like that's all like that is there, like that there's no more depth apart from that, and he's like that, and I'm like, yeah, but that's really, I suppose, like the only maybe sometimes where female it might be better, because I think people like a lot like try harder to have like for females to have like more depth or whatever. I don't know.
Oh no, nice.
I feel like I've just answered like a question in school and you're like, yeah, okay, that's, yeah. Like, yeah, you did well answering that one.
Yeah, well, you passed that one. So the next one is, do you prefer character or plot driven like books? And for me, I think definitely character driven. I definitely prefer to connect with the character and to understand, or at least like understand what they're thinking and what they're going through. And following, you know, a developed character, then instead of having a plot. I mean, obviously plot's very important, and that is very close, but for me, character just is a little bit on top. Yeah, I just would prefer to connect with the character than to be on my toes with the plot the whole time. I think that was my gut instinct, so it must be right, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think the same. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like if you don't connect with the character, then you're not going to be interested in the plot. Do you know what I mean? Because then it's like, I think like yeah, for example, like what I would like Caraval, like that's like, it's like all plot and no, like the characters don't have any substance, so then you don't care about them at all, and then you don't care about what's happening to them because you don't care about them. So yeah.
Cool.
It's just like, yeah, like I feel like as if I'm doing like a GCSE presentation or something, like.
So, next question. So the next one is, do you prefer trilogies or quartets? And for me, I'd say trilogies, because I often prefer standalones, and so when committing to a series, I do like the series to be shorter, because then I like that it's rounded off quicker and I don't have to go out and like buy or like find the rest of the series. You know, if there's a long series and they take forever to be published, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know, like I think the same thing as you. Like I feel like I don't like things whenever they're dragged out way too much. Like that's why I'm kind of nervous about reading all of the Throne of Glass books, because I'm like, I've heard they get better, but I'm nervous about them in case they drag out. But yeah, I don't know, I usually like trilogies, yeah.
Very nice.
Did an ice cream man like drive by in my thing in the background like a couple of minutes ago? Like, this is really, but I feel like the music of like an ice cream van, like.
I didn't hear it personally.
Okay, that's okay then.
But it came, like, the ice cream van came twice in my last video. It literally, like, drove by and then, like, came back again.
So annoying.
It's like, it's pesky ice cream vans. The next one is black or white covers. For me, out of those two options, it would be black for me, because I tend to read more thrillers that tend to be more, you know, dark covers. But then my favourite books are kind of contemporaries, and they tend to be more like bright coloured, so I know it's not an option, but my favourite covers are like brightly coloured ones. But out of the two options, it would be black for me, because I read more like thrillers.
I have like quite a lot of nice like white covers. Like I suppose like I don't know, I've got like Hour of Fire here. Do you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like a nice like kind of white cover. Yeah. But like I suppose it's not really entirely white. But like I know I think I prefer white ones because no, I suppose it just depends what's on them. Do you know what I mean? It depends what's on like what's on the front. I think black hardbacks are nice, but I like white paperbacks better. I think that's
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I'm just trying to look, and I think I have more black books than white books. I don't really know. It just depends what the book's about, really. I don't really go by the colour of the cover much, but... Alright, so the next one is, do you prefer to go to the library and take out a book, or do you prefer to own your books? I definitely prefer to own my books. I do love going to the library, and I still take out books regularly, but personally I do prefer, especially if it's a good book, even if I take out a book from the library and I really love it, then I'll go buy it for myself because I prefer to have a copy of it. And I just love having enough books to make a rainbow. Like, I don't want to have so little books that it doesn't flow nicely. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'd say, is that I prefer to own my books than take it out from the library. Although I do like love libraries because I work for a library, so I do support them, but I do prefer to own my books.
Yeah, same. I never really like take them out of a library because I like to annotate them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like not being able to do that. I like to put on in maybe like colourful tabs and all in them, and you can't do that with like a library book because then it just wouldn't be good. So yeah, that's the only that's to be honest the only reason, apart from like I just like to have my own books.
I think we're pretty agreed on that one.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one is, do you prefer to read on your bed or on a sofa? Personally, I prefer my bed, but I can actually read anywhere. Like, I'll sit on a coach or on a train or on a boat and I can read happily. I don't really mind, but I don't know, I tend to just sit on my bed more just because it's my bed and it's in my room.
Just because it's my bed.
That's pretty much my answer. What about you?
Yeah, literally same. It's just because it's convenient, like you just get on your bed and then you're reading and then like it's comfortable, and like I couldn't be bothered going, like, because I don't have like a sofa or anything in my room, so like I would have to go all the way downstairs to my family who would definitely distract me, and then I wouldn't read. I'd read like the same sentence 10 times before I'd give up, and then it would just be like a disaster.
I find that, yeah, especially like because the TV's down in the lounge, and if like someone else is just watching TV, I'll get so distracted, and even if I'm not interested in what they're watching, I'll still watch it and I won't be able to concentrate on reading, so.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so the next one is, do you prefer reading in the morning or reading at night? And for me, it's probably nighttime. Like, I can read whenever, like I enjoy reading whenever, but I think I get the most reading done when I get into bed or when it's in the evenings and kind of like winding down. I probably do enjoy reading more at night just because I can relax and, you know, the day's over and I don't have to feel bad that I've not done today's tasks or anything. So yeah, that's probably what I'd go for.
I never really read in the morning. To be honest, I'm never really up in the morning. Like, I get up in like like the afternoon, but like yeah, I read in the evening because it's just like more relaxing. I feel like I get easily distracted during the day. I like to be like doing something during the day, and then because I feel kind of guilty if I read during the day. I feel like I should be doing other things. I don't know what, but like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely, I feel the same. Okay, so do you prefer books that make you laugh or make you cry? And for me, I prefer books that make me cry, I think, just because like if it's drawing that much like emotion out of me that I'm actually crying, then it must be good, unless I'm crying because it's bad. But I yeah, if I cry like at a sad moment, then it probably means that I'm really enjoying it and that it's actually made a connection with me. So that's what I would pick. I do love books that make me laugh out loud. Like, my favourite books are very light-hearted. If I'm crying, then I've definitely been impacted by this book. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, same. I hardly ever laugh at books as well. Like, I love whenever you, like, a character dies or something. It sounds terrible, but like, I love whenever a character dies and you feel like actually like your heart is actually broken and you're like crying your eyes out, and it's just like, I love that feeling because like or like something bad happens to the characters and you love the characters so much that like you just crying your eyes out. I don't know. It's just a good feeling to like love a book so much that you cry at it. Yeah.
So the next one is, do you prefer to have sweet or salty snacks when reading, or snacks at all? Like, and I prefer, I don't know, I would probably say salty snacks, as I prefer like salty crisps, but then I don't like getting grease on my books, so I don't know. I'd think salty snacks would be what I'd pick. I don't really know why. I don't know. I thought that's a really bad question.
I don't know, like, so what would salty would be like, I don't know, like crisps and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I don't think I would ever eat crisps, but I'd probably eat like bits of like chocolate and like biscuits and stuff, so like sweet, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like tea and biscuits.
Yeah. That's
what I'm thinking. Like, whenever you're like salty or sweet, I just like think like popcorn. Like, I was just like imagining popcorn the whole time.
Oh dear. The next one is ebook or physical books, and for me, I definitely prefer physical books, and I always have done. However, definitely recently I have started loving ebooks more, but I just never liked them ever. I used to be so against them. I don't know why, but I used to absolutely hate them, and now I'm warming up to them a bit. But yeah, I definitely would say I prefer physical books, and I also prefer like just holding the books and like turning the pages, actually to like turning them and not just clicking. But I also, yeah, just like, you can't really show off ebooks, so that's also one thing that would influence my decision. But yeah, definitely physical books for me. That's
literally the same. Like, exactly the same. I just don't like the feeling. I feel like it hurts my eyes more, like reading on a Kindle. Like, it makes me kind of feel a wee bit sick, like reading from a screen. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like, I used to have something against ebooks as well. Like, I used to just be like, no, never.
Yeah.
They're okay.
The next one is, do you listen to audiobooks or not? I do. I love listening to audiobooks, especially when I'm physically reading it at the same time. I love listening to it while following along in my hands, like with the book. That's what I really enjoy. And I feel like it helps me get through the book quicker as well. Like, I don't get distracted as easily. But sometimes audiobooks, if the narrator's not right, then it's a no. Like, it definitely depends on if the narrator is good. I love just listening to them, especially ones like Illuminate, like the Illuminate files. They definitely are really good. And like Daisy Jones and the Six, those are some audiobooks just make a book. I feel like Daisy Jones and the Six was made to be an audiobook.
Maybe I'll get it then. Like, maybe I'll get that one like next month or something.
You should. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I love them as well. Like, I like used to like be like, not a chance. Just like, I was just like, when would I have the opportunity to listen to it? Like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know when I would even listen to them. And then like, I was like, oh my god, like, colouring in and listening to an audiobook, like, how good would that be? So then I've started doing that, and like, I love it. Like, it's just so good. Like, I listened to like the Hobbit on audiobook. That was such a good audiobook. Like, that was so good. And that's just like, yeah, they're so good. I love them now. I'll like probably get Daisy Jones and the Six though, now that you've said that.
Yeah, it for me it just flowed so much better with listening to the audiobook. Like, I got so much less confused, if that makes sense. Like, I just feel like when I looked at it at first, I was like, I'm gonna get lost as who's who. But then, especially when you have like the different voices, that really helped like not get confused. So moving on, do you prefer to order books online or go and visit a bookstore? For me, I prefer to go to a bookstore and just kind of spend ages and, you know, go through them. I even like looking at the font size before buying books, just like everything. I just really love looking at them. So yeah, I definitely prefer to go to stores. Like my birthday present, or like, well, a birthday treat that I do every year is to go up to London and go to the like massive foil store and like spend like the majority of a day there just browsing books, because there's, you know, 7 floors or something, so it's like heaven and I just love it. But yeah, I definitely prefer to go into stores than to order online.
That actually sounds so good. Like, I'm really jealous of that. Like, I don't think I've ever been to that Foyles. Like, I've been to London, but like I've only ever been to like the Waterstones and stuff, but now I really want to go into that Foyles. But yeah, no, I love like, I usually order online because like they're usually cheaper, and I don't have the kind of money to be buying like books like really like expensive and all, like from Waterstones and everything. But like, I love it. Like, I love whenever you actually do get to go in and just like, I love going in and just looking at books and not even buying anything. I love like going in and like the smell of like bookstores and all. I love that. Like, it's such a good feeling, like just like looking at them all, and like I could just stare at books in a bookstore for like hours, like happily. It's so good, I love it.
So yeah, it's definitely like a more enjoyable experience to go to the bookstore, even if like you said, I often do order online just because it's cheaper. But like, if I had to choose and they were like the same price, then I'd definitely go for
Same.
like going into a store.
Yeah, definitely same.
Okay, so the next one is, do you prefer paperbacks or hardbacks? Personally, I prefer paperbacks to read with, like, or read from. I definitely prefer reading paperbacks because, I don't know, I just feel like they're easier, they're, you know, more portable, and you can just bring them out whenever you want, really, and they're cheaper. But if it was like if I was to look at a bookcase that was all hardbacks, I feel like that would just be so much more aesthetically pleasing. Like, I just feel like hardbacks look so much more expensive and look nicer. But then if I was to actually read them, I prefer paperbacks. I think that makes sense. Like, I feel like I've just rambled on about stuff that doesn't make sense. But
no, I get what you mean. Like, I think like I'm the same, but I actually do like reading from hardbacks. I like the feeling of like, I like the sound of like, I always take off the dust cover though because I don't want that to get messed up, so then it looks nice on the shelf. But I like the sound of like you know, like opening up a hardback and like the cracking sound it makes of like, I don't know, like that's a really random thing, but like I love like the, I don't know, I just love holding a hardback even though it's heavy, so like you can't really like, it's more like, it sounds stupid, but it's more tiring to like hold a hardback than a paperback though. So like, I don't know, but they're definitely nicer on like the shelf, but I don't have that many actually.
Yeah, I don't have many. It's just like so expensive, and yeah, I'd rather just get the paperback if it's the same stuff inside. And then the final one is, do you prefer Booktube or Book Twitter? And for me, I don't know, I feel this is probably the hardest one for me because I really love Booktube and I love like watching everyone's videos, and my favourite thing is looking at comments of everyone's videos, like commenting myself and then looking at my own comments. But then Book Twitter, I feel like it's just so many lovely people there, and to be honest, I met most of my Booktube friends through Book Twitter. It's like I wouldn't have as many friends or you know, people are, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I wouldn't have as many friends on like the book community without Book Twitter. So I think I would say I prefer Book Twitter just because you can interact so much more with other people, and yeah, I think I'd just go for Book Twitter, just yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like I suppose like I'm the same, it's like I'm pretty much exactly the same. I feel like I'm just like saying yeah, same for all of these, but like yeah, like I don't think I would have had like known like most of like people that like comment on my videos, and like, you know, I find a lot of booktubers from like Book Twitter, and like I feel like a lot of other people find me.
Do you want to carry on what you were saying?
Yeah, so I'll say about my camera cut out again, so I can't really even remember what I was talking about, but basically I don't know what to choose between. Like I like Booktube because I feel like I wouldn't even be on Book Twitter if it wasn't for Booktube, so it kind of makes sense, but I don't know, yeah, I think the same thing as you really.
That's it. So thank you very much for watching. We did a video that will appear on Rebecca's channel, and if that's out beforehand then I'll link that as well as her channel. So yes, definitely go check it out if it's out, or just look for it. I don't know, keep an eye out for it then if it isn't. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon with a new video.